All right, here's my thoughts about Space Jam 2. Okay, of course I have nostalgia with the first one, so part of me wants to see this new one, see what it's all about. LeBron James and his son has a conflict. Oh, he wants him to be a basketball player, but his son wants to be a computer nerd, Fortnite creator, and so there's a conflict there. But somehow they go to Warner Brothers Studios, and this cyber supercomputer played by Don Cheadle sucks both these guys in into a digital world in the Warner Brothers cyberspace. So they go in there, and he entraps the son because he knows the son wants to be a video game nerd, and he turns into a video game character. And LeBron must save his son from the computer Don Cheadle, aka War Machine, and so he has to save him. And so he finds himself into a different world, Looney Tune world, but Bugs Bunny somehow is by himself. I'm giving all the spoilers, so if you don't want to keep listening, I'll say shut the video, hit the X button, and because I'm going to keep going. So you've been warned. Bugs Bunny is by himself because he can't find his Looney Tunes. Somehow, all the Looney Tunes are all different worlds. Some are in Matrix worlds. Some of them are DC comic worlds. Some of them are they're all over the place. Like it's kind of crazy. So anyway, Don Cheadle forces them to play a basketball game, and if Don Cheadle wins, he keeps everybody, all the Looney Tunes, the Matrix, all the traps, including LeBron James, and he can never get his son back. But somehow his son is on Don Cheadle's team, and he's supered up and got powers now, can dunk and shoot. So the whole premise is a basketball game, just like the original one. Okay, this film is just not good. Um, it's for kids, definitely for kids, but kids don't have the highest expectations. They see explosion, they see something funny, corny, they eat that stuff up. That's what kids do. So this film hits its target audience. It's for the kids. But to me, what makes a good kids film is for adults to like it as well. For me personally, I found it boring. I found it kind of lame. I found it redundant. The themes were predictable. LeBron James' acting was horrible. It was god awful. But as a parent, you would enjoy it because your kids are enjoying it. So I can see parents liking it because they see the joy and laughter the kids might get out of this film. Plus, there's a Looney Tune aspect, the nostalgic factor of Bugs Bunny, Porky the Pig, Daffy Duck, Lola Bunny, Tasmanian Devil. You see those characters again, so which to me carried the film. Um, and also this is a product placement film, and in media, product placement, you put a bunch of products in the film, logos and things like that, which will sell the film. So that's what you do. So the sneakers, the shorts, the jerseys, the Bugs Bunny material, Warner Brothers, all that stuff, Looney Tune designs and things like that will sell this film. So product placement, huge, and it's probably gonna work. Actually, probably it worked already. The Converse shoes sold out already. It's amazing. Um, Overall, is the film horrible? To me, it is. For me, it is. It's horrible. I think it's god awful. A lot of the only thing that makes this film great is the Easter eggs. If you're a Matrix fan, they have nuggets for that. If you're a Harry Potter fan, there's nuggets for that. DC comic fan, there's nuggets for that. So you see all the Warner Brother classics in this film. But what makes this film I didn't really like the film compared to the first one is it's too much about LeBron James. Very LeBron centric. LeBron, like the first 10, 15 minutes is all about LeBron. When the other film, Space Jam 1, was better because it was about Michael Jordan, but they made him very humble. He lived in a regular house. Even though that's not realistic, we all know that Michael Jordan lives in a mansion, but they made it try to make it relatable. He lived in a regular house in the suburbs, and he did play baseball, so they kind of relate what happened in real life and put it in Space Jam, but with a Warner Brother Looney Tune twist, which made it funny. But also they included the other players with Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, Sean Bradley, I don't know why he got in there. He stinks, but he was in there. And Muggsy Bogues, Larry Johnson. But they included those guys in there because they lost their powers to the aliens. That's what the original one was about. So that was cool. But they had their funny scenes when Barkley got blocked by a teenage girl and said, "Oh, you're a wannabe. You ain't Charles Barkley." That was funny. Or when Patrick Ewing lost the ball, he couldn't shoot. That was funny. And then Bill Murray was in it. So there was like a combination of different elements in the film that made it great. It wasn't just Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, yes, he was the headliner, but there's the other actors and other players in the film made it great. Bugs Bunny made it great. The cartoon itself was great. And you got to understand, in the 90s, Tiny Toons was huge. So like there's still the Looney Tune relevancy in the films. That's what made it better. And the soundtrack, let's not forget about that. The soundtrack sold the film. So like the first one is way better by a landslide by that. And like I said, it's a kids movie, right? Both were cheesy, but to me, Space Jam 1 was more tolerable than this one. This one has a CGI nightmare. If you like CGI, you're going to love it. If you think CGI is just too much, it was a little overbearing. The Monstars to me was better character wise than these guys, the Goon Squad. I just didn't really like it, and I can see why Steph Curry. You see Steph right there. I can see still why Steph Curry declined the role because he would have been minimum, wouldn't say much, and he would have been CGI. And he's like, nah, I'm good. That's why I passed on it because boy Clay got it, but that would have been Steph Curry. But it was just wasn't. It was the characters weren't to me that great. Like I said, you got to take this with a grain of salt. It's a kids' film. It's cheesy. It's meant to be cheesy. It's meant to be dorky. Oh, my dog just bombed my video. Oh, here you go. Oh, get out of here. Oh. But anyway, the film, I give it 2 out of 5 stars. That's just my fair assessment. Too much LeBron James. His acting is horrible. Horrible. I couldn't get, like, the first 15 minutes was just, to me, it set the tone for the rest of the movie. And I gave it a chance. It was kind of corny. I wouldn't watch it again. Would I watch it with a little kid like my daughter? Yeah. If my daughter wants to watch it, I'll watch it, but doesn't mean I like it. And that's what parents do. Parents sacrifice joy sometimes to see their kid full of joy. That's what I would do. But other than that, I would not watch this film again. 2 out of 5 stars. But will it be a success? Probably. Because, listen, the best movies don't always become the most economically successful movies. Usually, the bad movies do. So, that's my thoughts on that. Like I said, too much LeBron James, man. Too much. It was, honestly, it was like an ego movie. More, it's supposed to be about the tunes, man. That's what made the movie good. That's why I like the Michael Jordan version more. If you think I'm wrong, whatever. I don't care. That's my thoughts.